I have been bought like a thing to be used, and then discarded, not once, not twice. Enough times that I stopped counting. Enough times that the sound of coins stopped feeling like exchange and started feeling like a verdict. I learned how to read a room without lifting my head, how to hear what was expected before it was spoken, how to become what they wanted before they had to say it. That was how you survived. That was how you were kept. And that was how you disappeared. I stopped asking what I was worth. It was easier that way. Easier to move from one moment to the next without looking too closely at what it cost me. Value belonged to other people. I only had use because I was a prostitute. The words sit heavy in me even now. Not just what I did, but what it made me believe about myself. That I was something to be taken, not someone to be known. That I could be touched and still remain unseen. Until Jesus spoke. Not to me at first, just near me. Close enough that I could hear him without being noticed. And something in his voice did not press on me the way every other voice had. It didn't measure me. It didn't reduce me. It didn't decide what I was worth before I could even breathe. It saw me. I remember how it unsettled me. I should have walked away. I almost did. But I stayed, listening longer than I meant to, and something in me began to loosen. Not all at once, but enough. Enough that I noticed I was standing differently, breathing differently, as if something I had carried for years had shifted without asking permission. Jesus spoke about forgiveness, as if it could actually reach someone like me, as if it was not delayed, as if it was not measured, as if it was already moving toward me. I did not understand it, but I felt it. And when I heard he was at Simon's house, something in me would not stay still. Now I'm walking toward it. The jar presses into my hand as I move. I tighten my grip, then loosen it, then pull it closer to my chest. I have carried this jar for years. It held everything I thought I had. Security, control, something that could be traded when nothing else remained. It is worth more than anything I own. And tonight, I am not planning to keep it. My steps slow. I could turn back. The thought comes quickly, familiar, almost comforting. No one has seen me yet. No one knows where I am going. I could step back into the shadow and let this pass. I could return to what I understand. My foot hesitates. A memory rises, a hand gripping too tightly. A voice laughing when I turned away. Coins dropped onto a table without looking at me. I tightened my hold on the jar. That was my life. Measured, used, dismissed, and I believed it. I believed that was all I was. But Jesus did not look at me that way. My heart presses harder. I keep walking. Simon's house comes into view, light spilling out into the street, carrying voices with it, laughter, conversation, ease. The kind of ease I have never known inside a room like that. I slow as I approach. I know what will happen when I enter. The looks, the silence, the judgment that doesn't need words. What is she doing here? I stopped just outside the doorway. I could leave the jar unbroken. I could leave myself unchanged, my fingers loosened slightly. Another memory presses in. A door closing in my face, a whisper following behind me. Her again. My grip tightens. Jesus did not turn away from me. I step inside. At first only a few notice. A voice lowers, a hand pauses, a chair stops moving. Then it spreads. Someone exhales sharply, another turns. Then another. The room settles into a silence that presses in from every side. I feel it. Every thought, every judgment, every conclusion already made. I do not look at them. If I do, I will leave. I lift my eyes just enough to find Jesus. He is there, reclining among them, yet untouched by them. The room has shifted, but he has not. The stillness around him feels steady, as if it cannot be moved by what surrounds it. My steps slow as I draw closer. My chest tightens. I remember who I was. I remember what I did. I remember how many times I told myself this was all I would ever be. But Jesus spoke as if I was worth saving. I reach him. I do not speak. There are no words that can carry what is inside me. My knees lower beneath me, and the ground meets me cool and solid. For a moment, everything inside me stills. The jar rests in my hands. I look at it. Everything I used to survive. Everything I thought gave me value. Everything that proved I could still be wanted, even if it cost me myself. My fingers trace the neck. If I break this, there is no going back. My breath slows. I feel the room behind me, waiting. I feel the weight of what they see when they look at me. And I feel something else, what Jesus saw. My grip tightens. I pause, then I break it. The sound cuts through the room, sharp and final. It lingers in the air. Someone flinches. A body shifts. The silence deepens. The fragrance rises immediately. It fills the space, moving beyond me, beyond Jesus, into every corner. It cannot be contained. Just like this moment, I pour it over his feet. The oil flows warm and steady. I do not measure it. I do not hold anything back. Tears come. I do not stop them. They fall onto his feet, mixing with the perfume, tracing lines I cannot control. My hair falls forward. I let it. I lower my head and wipe his feet, slowly, deliberately. Each movement feels exposed, but I do not pull back. Behind me, the room begins to stir, a whisper, sharper now. A shift of weight, disapproval rising. I hear it, but I do not turn, because Jesus does not pull away. Jesus does not correct me. Jesus does not move back. He lets me stay. The absence settles over me, no rejection and no distance, no reminder of who I used to be. My hands slow. The noise behind me fades, not because it stops, but because it no longer reaches where I am. I finish what is left in the jar. There is nothing more to pour, nothing more to hold. My hands rest, still against his feet. My breathing steadies, not all at once, but enough. Enough to feel that what I was is no longer what holds me. Enough to know that what I gave was not wasted. Enough to remain. I do not rush to stand. I do not wipe my face. I do not look back. I stay. Because for the first time, I am not something to be used. I am someone Jesus chose to save, and here, at his feet, I give him everything.